In Universe 7219, it was a typical day on border patrol duty. Lieutenant Axia of the Queller Defense Corps was stationed in his small yet agile spacecraft, monitoring the edge of the Hesperian border. Relations between the Hesperian Union and the Celestial Concord were generally amicable, with no major conflicts in recent memory. However, border patrols remained a routine exercise, more of a ritual than a necessity. The atmosphere was calm, almost mundane, as Axia settled in for another uneventful shift. To pass the time, Axia often tuned into archived transmissions from Earth. He had developed a fascination with human music, finding it both intriguing and occasionally entertaining. The melodies, often obscured by static, were unlike anything he was accustomed to. He enjoyed the challenge of sifting through the interference, piecing together the rhythms and harmonies of a civilization light years away. Today, as he listened to the smooth melodies of a long-lost Earth band, something unusual caught his attention. A sudden blip on his radar pulled Axia's focus away from the music. His sensors detected an enormous ship on the edge of his sensor range, far larger than his own craft. The ship's trajectory was set directly for the Hesperian border, with its faster-than-light, FTL, engines blazing. Axia's mind raced. Was this an invasion? Despite their technological advancements, humans were known for their unpredictable behavior and peculiar interests, making it difficult to predict their intentions. Without hesitation, Axia opened a communication channel, his voice steady and authoritative, a tone ingrained in him during his academy days. This is Border Security Position 2341 under the Galactic Accord. Your vessel is encroaching upon Hesperian space. You are required to adjust your course immediately. He maneuvered his ship to a safe distance, ready to react to any hostile moves. The massive craft gradually decelerated, its FTL drives dimming as it prepared to respond. As Axia waited, the screen in front of him flickered to life, revealing an unexpected sight. A human appeared, dressed in casual, mismatched attire, an unusual choice for what could have been a diplomatic encounter. The human wore a broad grin, seemingly oblivious to the potential diplomatic incident that was unfolding. "Hey there, sorry for the intrusion, just trying to catch a rare live show," the human said casually, as if this were a common occurrence. Axia was taken aback. A live show in this sector? His mind struggled to process the absurdity of the situation. A live show in this sector? Please clarify, Axia responded, his tone betraying his confusion. "Oh, the human began, their demeanor light and conversational. It's a rare event, a live broadcast of an ancient concert from Earth. It's a one-time thing, and no copies exist online, so I figured why not travel out far enough to intercept it before it fades into space forever." Axia could hardly believe what he was hearing. "So you left Earth, violating multiple sovereign borders, just to see a concert?" he asked, his voice tinged with disbelief. "Exactly," the human replied, with a hint of pride in their voice. "It's a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity. I've been planning this for ages." Axia considered the absurdity of the situation. "You are aware that your actions are highly unconventional, not to mention illegal under interstellar law," he pressed, trying to impose some sense of seriousness on the conversation. The human chuckled, waving a dismissive hand. "Life's too short to miss out on experiences like this. I'll just need to clean up the signal once I catch it, totally worth it." Before Axia could protest further, the human ended the transmission. The massive ship resumed its journey into the depths of space, undeterred by the rules of intergalactic diplomacy. Axia watched the ship fade into the distance, shaking his head in disbelief. There were some things that even the most advanced understanding of human culture could not explain. Chapter 2, The Chase. Lieutenant Axia sat in his command chair, still trying to wrap his mind around the human's antics. The ship's sensors showed the large vessel accelerating once more, its path arcing gracefully toward the vast emptiness of the outer regions. Axia shook his head, muttering to himself, chasing a concert across the galaxy. Humans are truly unpredictable. Despite the absurdity of the situation, Axia knew he couldn't just let this slide. The Galactic Accord was clear on unauthorized interstellar travel, and allowing the ship to proceed unchecked could set a dangerous precedent. With a sense of duty driving him, he opened a secure channel to the Queller Defense Corps headquarters. Commander Zephyr, this is Axia at border position 2341. I've encountered a human vessel encroaching on Hesperian space, claiming it's on a mission to intercept a rare Earth broadcast. Requesting instructions, Axia reported, his voice steady despite the bizarre nature of the situation. A moment later, the stern face of Commander Zephyr appeared on Axia's screen. Lieutenant, maintain pursuit, but do not engage. We need to assess the situation further. Human activities are often unorthodox. Gather as much information as you can, the commander instructed. Understood, Commander. Initiating pursuit, Axia replied, cutting the communication. He engaged his ship's engines, feeling the familiar thrum of power as his craft set off after the human vessel. The two ships danced across the stars, the human vessel maintaining a steady lead. Axia marveled at its speed and agility. The craft was clearly designed for more than just border incursions. As the chase continued, Axia took the opportunity to learn more about his quarry. His ship's advanced scanners revealed that the human vessel was equipped with extensive communication arrays and sensors. There was also a surprising amount of storage space filled with what appeared to be audiovisual equipment. They must really be serious about this concert, Axia mused aloud, intrigued by the lengths the human was willing to go. His curiosity piqued, Axia opened a communication channel once more. Human vessel, this is Lieutenant Axia of the Queller Defense Corps. I've been instructed to follow and observe. I'd like to understand more about your mission and your fascination with this broadcast, he requested. The human's face reappeared on the screen, a wide grin spreading across their features. Decided to join the adventure, have you? It's simple, really. The broadcast is from a legendary band known as the Eclipses. They performed this once, and the recording was believed lost. But a signal containing the concert was discovered, and now it's passing through this sector of space, the human explained enthusiastically. Axia raised an eyebrow, skeptical yet intrigued. And you're willing to violate multiple treaties and risk diplomatic incidents for this? Absolutely, the human replied without hesitation. These moments are priceless. Besides, once I catch the signal, I'll turn around. I promise. Axia sighed, his sense of duty clashing with a growing sense of empathy for the human's passion. There was something undeniably admirable about their commitment to this peculiar quest, even if it defied all logic and regulations. Chapter 3, An Unexpected Encounter. As the pursuit continued, the stars around them began to shift, their positions subtly altering as the two ships approached a dense region of the galaxy. This area was known for its rich nebulas and hidden asteroid belts, making it a challenging environment for even the most skilled pilots. The human vessel adjusted its course, heading directly into a patch of space dense with cosmic clouds and drifting debris. Axia frowned as he reviewed the navigational display. This area is known for its interference and sensor disruption. It's risky to enter without proper preparation, he noted, concerned for both their safety. He hailed the human ship again, his voice calm but firm. Be advised, you're entering a region with high interference. Your systems might experience disruption. The human's voice crackled through the static, but their enthusiasm was undiminished. Thanks for the warning, but this is exactly where I need to be. The broadcast signal is stronger here. Axia considered his options carefully. Despite the risks, he felt a responsibility to see this through. He decided to stick with the human vessel, ready to assist if things went awry. His ship's sensors were more advanced, capable of piercing the nebula's interference, and he could help guide them both through safely. Navigating through the nebulous region required every ounce of Axia's skill and precision. His console was a flurry of activity, alarms chiming as he deftly adjusted his course to avoid hidden asteroids and gravitational eddies. He monitored the human ship's progress, impressed by their piloting skills despite the challenging conditions. Suddenly, Axia's sensors picked up something unexpected, another signal, faint but distinct, emanating from deep within the nebula. This signal was unlike anything he had encountered before, a complex waveform that seemed almost musical in nature. Human vessel, are you detecting this? Axia asked, intrigued by the discovery. Yeah, I see it, the human replied, excitement evident in their voice. That's it, that's the broadcast signal. It's stronger than I imagined. Axia nodded, his own curiosity now fully engaged. What do you propose we do? He asked, wondering how they would proceed. The human paused, considering the situation. Let's work together. I'll guide you to the source of the signal, and you help us both navigate through safely, they suggested. It was an unexpected alliance, but Axia found himself agreeing. The promise of uncovering the source of this mysterious broadcast was too tempting to resist. Together, the two ships maneuvered through the nebula, guided by the ethereal signal. As they drew closer, the interference began to clear, revealing a small, ancient satellite drifting amidst the stars. Axia scanned the satellite, astonished by its antiquity. This must be one of Earth's early communication devices, still operational after all this time, he marveled, realizing the significance of their discovery. The human's voice was filled with awe. Incredible! The satellite must have recorded the concert and has been broadcasting it ever since. Axia felt a profound sense of wonder at the discovery. This tiny relic of human history, drifting silently through space, had become the focal point of an unlikely quest. Together, they worked to capture the signal, ensuring it was preserved and transmitted back to Earth, fulfilling the human's mission. Chapter 4: A Shared Journey. With the mission accomplished, Axia and the human prepared to part ways. The human ship adjusted its course, ready to return home with their treasure, a digital copy of a long-lost performance, a slice of cultural history retrieved from the stars. Thank you, Axia, the human said, their gratitude genuine. I never could have done it without you. Axia smiled, feeling a sense of camaraderie with his once unexpected ally. You were right, some things are worth the risk. Safe travels back to Earth, he replied, sincerely wishing them well. As the human ship departed, Axia lingered for a moment, reflecting on the experience. It was a reminder of the unpredictable nature of the universe and the shared passions that could unite even the most disparate beings. The encounter had given him a renewed sense of purpose, a reminder that beyond the borders and regulations, there were still mysteries to uncover and adventures to be had. Returning to his patrol, Axia resumed his duties with a renewed perspective. The vastness of space, once a familiar routine, now seemed full of potential and wonder. He knew that in the endless expanse of the universe, there would always be more mysteries to discover and more stories to share. And who knew? Perhaps the next transmission from Earth would lead to another unexpected adventure.